What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday. Oh, drop my headset on the ground. Good Lord. Starting off with a Crystal Cave run here today. Trying to get a few more levels. I started this one a few minutes ago. But leveling up, who do I got? I got a Huntress, my Countess, and my Jester being leveled here. Not going to grind this one today, but just wanted to get just one more Crystal Cave run out of the way. And then I'm going to swap over and do some challenges and start knocking off a few more of those challenges off the list. Let me adjust my audio here real quick. One sec, y'all. All right, that should get it. Just let it fly here and knock this one out. I think only one more Crystal Cave run, and then, like, the bulk of my heroes are leveled. One more after this one. I'm not going to do that today. I'll grind that out tonight, probably. I want to get some more of those achievements knocked out today. Get the list thinned out a little bit. One more Harbinger. There we go. What are you all up to today? Anything good going on? Well, you know what? Let me tab out and check something else here real quick. All right. I'm hoping it's only going to take one more run. I'm not sure what else to level. I'm going to want another EV eventually for DPS. I'm probably going to want DPS Huntress. I got my Spin Squire started. I just need to level him the rest of the way. And I might break down and make a Barbarian, believe it or not. Should go crazy quick. It's amazing how much XP this map offers. Yeah, especially for as quick as the waves run. Make sure there's no loot laying around. You never know, I might get lucky and get an armor drop, but... Mr. Lorenthal, what's up? How you doing today? I'm just grinding it out. I know a lot of people are pretty hyped for the PoE League. What is that, next week? Getting better. Had a major case of the man flu for the last few days. Oh man, that sucks. Well, hopefully you're recovering quickly. With the temperature being hot and cold, all the fields and everything around where I live don't know what to do, whether to start growing or not. And my allergies have been just going crazy, which is more an inconvenience than anything. Been a good while for me since I had the flu, but it is no fun, that is for sure. Need to quit knocking back these harbingers. Yeah. One sec here. What up, Leo? Oh, it's crazy. It's doing wave 1 start, which is actually wave 14 is where it starts you at, and going through to wave 35. A bad run is like 250 million XP, and it takes like 45 minutes. A good run can be as much as 350 million plus, which means if you run it 3 times, and have 3 good runs, you can go from 0 to level 100 in under 3 hours. So, I mean, it's a blaster for sure. And Ruthless is not crazy hard. I spent a ridiculous amount of time in Tinkerer's Lab. And the difference in like XP per hour is so crazy. But especially considering you just build it once and then just let it run, you know? I mean, you'll see after this run, like my, you know what, I got 2 level 91s and a level 93 in here now getting leveled. They'll probably, like the 91s will probably be up to like 94, 95. And that level 93 will probably be up to like 95 or 96. Maybe even higher after this run. But it's just a crazy amount of XP. Ultimate 93 on the map. Looks like it's gloves. They're over in here. Where is it? Let me hide the... Yeah, it's definitely some gloves. They are right there. I mean, I'll pick them up. Not tremendous, but I'll take them. Yeah, it's another destruction shard. I mean, everywhere where you can use it, it's like having a 3rd stack of destruction. It's literally just a destruction shard that nerfs your defense health. What's going on there, Crammed? That's pretty well known. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but it's pretty well known. How you doing today, Crammed? Ran a Coastal Bazaar last night. Took forever. What up, Phantom? The bad thing about this chicken baller is it has massive knockback, and when I'm in a situation like this and I'm not using any guardian pets to boost the range, knocking back the harbingers is not a good thing. Knocking them out of tower range. Coastal Bazaar is a pretty good armor farm, though. It's definitely a good stop. I did at least, I don't know, I probably did 7 or 8 runs there after King's Game. Like, once it feels like King's Game is just not dropping enough Transcendence, switching over to Coastal and the map just gets spammed with Transcendence. So it's pretty easy to bust into Transcendent gear. Yeah. Get some Supremes and Ultimates going. That's actually the map that made me want to get this Crystal Cave going, because I had, I was starting to get some occasional ultimates here and there, and I couldn't equip any of them yet. So I finally got Crystal Cave going. It was easier than I thought it was going to be. What's up, Dan? How you doing? Ultimate 93. Can't tell what it is. I don't see it laying anywhere either. Oh, there it is. It's a weapon. Ooh. Crystal took a slap. Nope, I didn't have my tower boost on. Oops. Oh, it's going good. It's been enjoyable. DD1 is just such a crazy good game. It takes really diving into it and spending a couple of hours playing it again, and it's just so easy to get just full-blown hooked on it again. That's where I've been lately. I'm having a tough time logging out. You quit after the last DDA update and went back to DD1? I mean, it's a game that offers an unlimited amount of gameplay, is the thing. Like in DDA, you get to a point where just everything becomes so trivialized that do you keep grinding just to get, one more number upgrade, And then DD2, you just get capped out, and there's nothing else to do. But DD1, there's always something to do, and there's super challenging content. No matter how decked out you are, you can still get beat down doing true boss rush or whatever. There's challenges in the game that, it literally is that. It's an unlimited amount of gameplay. That can be good and bad, A lot of people want their game to end. You get used to games like Borderlands, or like I was a big fan of the BioShock games way back in the day. But you play through it and you're done, You collect up some of the better weapons or whatever in the game and you're all done. Pardon me. I mean, what do you do after that? You sit around and you wait for Borderlands 5 to come out or whatever. But that's how a lot of people prefer. I mean, even like back in the day, I had gotten a bunch of people that I worked with at the casino to try out Dungeon Defenders 2. And like they went through and finished the campaign and they were just done with it. They're like, oh yeah, super fun game. I mean, even you look at how far I've managed to come along just on this playthrough so far. And like, I literally have just barely scratched the surface. You know, there's so much to do, and you know, so much more power to gain. Now, I definitely have not chosen like an optimal route. I've chosen having fun over everything else in this playthrough. But like, I'm a couple of hundred hours into this game already. I think after everything was said and done and all the DLCs and everything were out, in Borderlands 3, I only ended up with like 200 hours total. And I'm 200 hours plus. Well, let me look. What is the exact number? Now, I'm not at 200 yet. I'm at 178 hours on this playthrough right now. And like I said, I've just barely even scratched the surface. But this one is gonna end up, I'm gonna end up surpassing my, man, I got really bad reflect beam placement there. I got a wide open gap in that lane and a wide open gap in this lane. I think it'll be alright though. Only 4 more waves. But anyway, I think I'll end up surpassing my main account on this one, on this account, and then I'll just make this my main account. My main account's at Ultimate Defender. I never completed Ruthless or Chromatic. We lost somebody there. Who was it? Let me get the Huntress back in the little protection zone. Not that she's not going to get wrecked again, but I've been looking at the drops. I really need to quit doing that. I need to be at least checking the map. Yeah, see, that ogre is getting a free shot every wave. There's at least one ogre getting a free shot. What's going on there, Suck? How you doing? Hey, you just got to get min-max. Once you get min-maxed, you just let it run and you never lose. I'm just going to let that Huntress keep dying instead of moving her back in every wave. She'll still get, the XP comes from the, or a lot of the XP anyway, comes from the bonus for completing the waves. Yeah, if you gold enemies. 3 goblins, gold's enemies. I knew about that one. If you're doing like a armor farm or something like that, you can end up getting an ultimate drop like every few minutes. What's going on there, Serge? How you doing? Sergey? I haven't gotten to the point of min-maxing enough where I was rolling the Jester to gold enemies. Anti-chaos does slightly more damage, but it procs on fewer enemies. So anti-melee overall is considered the better mod, just because it hits so many enemies. And anti-chaos isn't viable at all in like Elemental Rumble or whatever. No problem. Sorry I didn't keep chatting, but I don't watch Discord while I'm streaming. I prefer to focus on the people that are here watching the stream and stream chat. So I generally try to ignore Discord while I'm streaming. God, man, that's such terrible reflect beam placement. Oh, you're bound to get a Alti plus dice eventually there, Suck. At some point, they gotta arrive. Well, on a staff, you upgrade the projectile speed first, along with the charge speed. Charge speed is your firing rate, basically. And then you put points into the main damage until you're hitting for 2100. Yeah, I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I stream on both when I stream. My next stream, I saw the CEO of Twitch released a thing saying that on-screen chat is they're going to stop enforcing it. He released that a few days ago. So I'm going to try to get some sort of overlay set up with on-screen combined chat. That way people can see the chat that's happening between YouTube and Twitch. Anyway, there we go. Let's see how much XP we ended up getting out of that. Let's see. My Jester was level 93. And it got the Jester all the way up from 93 to 98. That is just an absolute shitload of XP. Then the Squire, or Countess, went from 91 to 95. And the Huntress will be the same, probably. Yeah, 95. It's a chance per hit. The staff doesn't collect any mana. The genie is what collects mana. The staff is just to optimize the number of hits. Your genie pet is doing all the mana collecting. All right, a little bit of progress. One more run and my Jester's 100. It might take two to get these. Yeah, I think it will probably be two more runs to get these two to 100. But I don't want to grind that out today. Well, the upgrade aura is huge. But yeah, anyway, so your genie is what does the mana collecting, though. So you want to get a genie with, you want to go make sure you're above 34,000 mana or above 30,000 mana collection bonus. So if it's not there, then upgrade your genie to get there. And then your weapon, you just want to make sure when you're in Tavern here and you hold right click that you're doing more than 2100 damage per hit. Now you see I'm at 2955, so I'm good. So when you upgrade your staff, you upgrade your charge speed bonus. You see that particular staff gets a benefit from knockback bonus as well. So you get your charge speed bonus, the knockback bonus, the number of projectiles, and the projectile speed bonus upgraded first. And then you go into base damage until you get over 2100. And then once you're over 2100, you can just throw everything else into like the upgrade aura or whatever. The entry level map to get a genie is Hall of Court, but that's like really low quality genies. Once you can do it on Ruthless, then it becomes a little bit better. And then you're also going to get genies from Coastal Bazaar, Wave 25. And you can just run it on Nightmare. Not that I'm aware of. It's just there for me. So if you go to the Forge and you just click on it, it shows it here. I don't think that there is a box to turn that on or off. But I don't know. And it doesn't show that with every weapon. Like, if we look at my Jester, for example, all it says is weapon size. It doesn't have that information. So that info is not available for every weapon. Anyway, let's work on some challenges here. I need to get this list thinned out. So we've got what? Portal defense. It's all the way down. You got to scroll way down. I think Monster Fest is one of them. Treasure Hunt is one. Assault is one. Death from Above is one. Moving Core is one. Chicken is one. Then you got Zippy Terror. You got Ogre Crush. Wizardry. Raining Goblins. Warping Core. Unlikely Allies. And No Towers Allowed. So you got to go from... No Towers Allowed is the last one that you need. And then from Monster Fest to New Towers Allowed. So let's just start right off on Monster Fest. I don't know any of the little tips for doing any of these. So I'm going to be winging it. Oh shit, man. It starts right away. Alright, so yeah. I'm going to have to restart this on a different character. Let's just... get swapped to a different character. I'll go on my Upgrader Adept for the first wave, just to collect mana. I didn't realize you didn't have any time before that one starts. No coral in this one, so the enemies just come to you. I think with that in mind, I can build right here. I don't know what the strat is on this one. I'm gonna want to get some. Maybe I need to build wherever the forge is. I think the forge is right here. There's a ton of mana. I guess I should have just started on the Jester. Probably would have been a little easier. I am on Nightmare, right? Yeah. Is this where the forge is? Oh, shit. Or, no, it's the time limit is per wave. That's right. Shit. Did not get swapped quick enough. This is going to be a do-over. No, maybe not. I think I just do it on my upgrader to get this stuff upped. God, an ogre is not going to be good. It's going to take forever to kill. I don't have enough time, huh? Can I kill that ogre in a minute? I don't think I can kill that ogre in a minute. Maybe. Well, anything would be fine. It's just a matter of you don't have time, you know? Just a matter of throwing it on the ground. I mean, if I could have got over to my Jester, this would have all been completely trivialized. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. We got plenty of time. Let's just do this. I mean, this should wreck everything. I'll probably have to kite an ogre around. And then I can swap to my upgrader and get everything upped. Yeah, everything's just getting destroyed now. I mean, I don't even need to get everything upped, I don't think. I think just swapping to my Jester, I can probably win the rest of this one. Yeah. GG's. That was a rough start. I didn't remember. I remembered the basics of the challenge, but I didn't remember the timer. You know, being so short. In fact, I think I can just stand here. A lot of people play DD1 with a controller. I personally don't play anything with a controller. You needed to get it to 2100 for the genie to proc. It's got to be at least 2100 damage. Is why you need to get it to 2100. If you don't get it to 2100, then the genie's gonna have you're gonna have to take a bunch of shots in between each chance for the genie to proc. This one went from oh shit, oh shit, oh shit to the easiest thing ever. I've never really. I mean, I have played games with a controller. I literally everything I play now, with one exception. I prefer to play survivors-like games with a controller. So, like, if I play Vampire Survivors or whatever, I play it with a controller usually. But my deal with a controller is I can't aim. I couldn't hit that building right there with a controller. Final wave. Going good. There, Doug, going good. How about yourself? I always, you guys know, I know most people here are not really into it, but I was very active in competitive kickboxing as a teenager and a youngster. And I really, really like watching UFC fights nowadays. So on UFC fight days, I usually have a pretty good day. I'll either pick a game that I can like semi AFK grind, or actually be social and go somewhere and watch the fights. This is not the ideal weapon to be using. It just it's rolled really high quality, and I'm using it because of that. But I would definitely prefer to have a different weapon. That, and I don't like the eye bleed with this one. All this fire everywhere. Pretty crazy amount of eye bleeding. Get them, Sam Turrets. Look at the bad boys throwing out. Hell yes. The main event for sure. Tonight there's... I like watching Brandon Moreno. But tonight there's a lot of... not super hyped fights on the card. It's definitely a smaller feeling event. This is not a weapon you would really want to farm. But it comes from the Halloween Spectacular 1 map. Like I said, the reason I'm using it is because I just got lucky with the drop, and it's a high quality drop. I wouldn't be using this if it didn't roll so good. All right. So we should have got 1 or 2. Huh, why did nothing pop up? I'm on Nightmare. I didn't see any achievements pop up, or was I looked away? Well, I mean, when it comes to armor farming, it's just a grind. The best places are infested quality maps. If you don't know what that is, I would suggest joining the DDRNG Discord server, as that's extremely helpful. Okay, now what was that one called? That's Monster Fest. Why was there not... What, did an achievement pop up? I didn't do the summit one yet, nah. Do you have to do the summit one first? Let me see. Let me just scroll down and see the achievements that I do have unlocked. Huh. If you go to your over to your crystal and hit view your statistics or F, and then up top the accomplishments list, and they're in order as far as getting the major achievements. Like to get legendary defender, you got to do everything above legendary defender. To get ultimate defender should be the next one. Yeah, to get ultimate defender, you got to do all of the accomplishments above here. You could click the tabs at the bottom there, Sergey, when you open the spreadsheet. All right. Treasure hunt. Enemies will spawn until you find the golden enemy and collect its mana token. But be quick, the token will disappear after a few seconds. Shit. I should have swapped heroes first. I remember doing this one in DDA. I do not remember doing this one in DD1. So hopefully I don't choke too hard here. Sinbad with the sub. Thank you so much, Sinbad. Just do that for the start, I guess. All right. Oh, Jesus, I need 8 of them? Hopefully they light up. I don't remember what they look like. I might have to turn post-processing off to run this. I mean, I haven't even gotten one yet. They're not going to show up on the map either, I don't believe. Oh. All right, there's one. So the enemies are gold. the problem is there's so much eye bleed. Oh, I got two and didn't even see it. Oh man, this one's gonna be miserable. There's three. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the enemies is the problem. Well, there's four. Once again, I didn't even see it. I saw that one gold enemy, but... Oh, if you have the mini-map up, it shows where the goblin, the golden one is. What's the hotkey for that? Shift Alt? No, it's not that. I'll just manually turn it on in the settings here after this wave. Or actually, I can just turn it on right now, huh? It'll pause it. Oh, well, it doesn't show on the main map, so I'm gonna doubt that it shows on the mini map. I mean, it might. Toggle tiny map. It doesn't look like it's showing. There's got to be a better way. I mean, the way may just be to camp down here. Because so many enemies spawn out of these lower lanes. There's 5. Getting closer. It's a, I think it's a goblin every time. I don't know. I kind of just feel like staying down here, running back and forth might be the way to do it. Yep, there's 6. Yeah, that's true. Well, I just didn't know like how it's gonna scale up with copter ogres and everything else since it's on Nightmare. Definitely a little bit on the tedious side. I'm sure that there's like a strategy to do it, but I just don't know what it is. There's a gold enemy. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me just spam a bunch of DSTs down and then hop on my Jester. Need 150 mana. Did I not drop the mana? Oh, what the hell, man. And of course the number goes up, and now we need 10. Alright, I think that qualifies as an official shitload. There's the crystal right there. I could see it rolling that time. There's another one. Alright, I think that's good for the DU. It'll be alright. I'll get through it. It's just, there's another one and there's another one. Okay. Alright, so stay in the middle and let them roll down the stairs. Strategy unlocked. Here's one. Oh, shit. That's the way to do it right there. Yoink. Yoink. If only I would have known. We don't need to be running around all over the place. We can just chill right here. They'll come right to me. That may be the way to do it, period, even if you don't just stay down here. Just watch for the crystal to drop. Like, there was one dropped up at the top of the stair. It despawned. It didn't roll down. There's one, though. He must be dropping over on the other side of the map. There we go. Alright, let me just swap over to my Jester. Yeah, man. That's way better. I mean, it's probably going to take a little bit longer. But you can pretty clearly see him. And anything that runs to me, my pet will just blast. I don't even need to shoot. It's the same game it's always been there, Holy Beanie. So, same old stuff. Grind shards, grind mods, grind crafting materials. Come to me, little crystals. Come to me. Yeah, man, that is the way. That is the way. I knew I'd find a way to lazy mode it before the end. Get rid of that mini map. Where was it? Toggle tiny map. Yeah, that harpoon pet puts in serious work, man. It's absolutely incredible pet. I need to get that map unlocked on Nightmare. That way I can farm a better one. Maybe I'll do that today. I wonder if I could do it on Ruthless. I don't know if I'm capable of doing that one on Ruthless yet. I really want to get Wintermire unlocked too, but these, this long ass list of achievements has just been staring at me, and my inventory is getting full and full and full and full, and eventually I've already done one big massive purge to my inventory, and it's not going to be long. I'm going to have to do another one. So I really, really need to get these achievements knocked out and at least get to Ultimate Defender and get to 600, The 600 inventory slots. Yeah, this meat grinder strat is definitely the way, though. One more and we good. Oh shit, did I see one bounce over? No, I thought I saw one bounce over. Come on now, little golden enemies. Is the game on to me? Could have swore I saw one. 6 more. Where are you, golden crystals? There's one. There we go. Gold Blitz and Gold Rush. I don't remember the strat on this one either. I do remember if you have that one gun that like shoots through walls. Oh shoot, this one's timed. Get out of the traps. Or you go on a squire with what? With the owl. Can't reach it, huh? Core Destroyer. Got us a Blasticus. That one was only one accomplishment, but some of these, if you look through the list, some of them don't have insane mode counterpart. There is an accomplishment to get all of them done on insane mode. Check out our Blasticus. Oh man, I never cleared my inventory from before. The old Blasticus. All right. Now, where were we? Death from above. This is ramparts with flyers. Not sure what the strat is on this one either. We still have... We got cores. In all of the spots. And we got one here. And we got one there. This is all flyers, right? I think this is all flyers. Oh, no. We got ogres, too. I mean, it's a flyer map. Using SAM units is just the natural, right? It's the way it should be. We out of juice. Do I want to bother upgrading? I don't even think I want to bother upgrading. I mean, I'll get the buff beams upgraded, but I'm not going to sweat the other stuff too much. These should be pretty easy to go through and knock out. We got big birds over here. I don't know if you're still there, Doug, but I think one of the things tonight is yesterday, as far as the UFC goes, yesterday on Dana White's Instagram live, he said that the White House card would be revealed this week, and this week is almost over. So a lot of people are thinking he's going to reveal the White House card tonight during that during the broadcast of the UFC Mexico fight. There's all kinds of shit going on down in Mexico right now. Hopefully there's not an issue with the fight if it still goes through. I'm sure it will be. I think we can just chill and wait for the ogres now. Oh, why is that guy not getting shot? Oh, because he's fire. Man, those SAM units just tear these flyers up. Oh, we got stuck flyers. They too big. A super wyvern. Oh no. Yeah, it's a cool tower for sure. God, these guys come in so slow. Would have almost been better to, like, throw some stuff up here pointed out that way. Ooh, my little pet got him. Way to go, Cupid. Making some pretty good progress here today as far as getting achievements knocked off the list, though. Happy about that, because I've been just procrastinating doing this stuff. Oh, almost fell off the world. There we go. And we got 2 for that one. Monster Madness and Monster Mania. The Pinioner. Thanks for subscribing, Derek. I do appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. So we got Moving Core, Chicken, Ogre Cry, or no, I did that one. Wizardry, and Unlikely Allies, and then we're all wrapped up. We should be able to get all of the original campaign challenges done today, though. But let me go grab a real quick drink and use the boys' room. And I will be right back here in just a few minutes, yo. Give me just a sec here. All right. Yeah, a lot of these original campaign achievements, it's just a matter of jumping through the hoops. Let's see, and we got unlikely allies next. Or, wait a minute, let me get back up to doing them in order. Moving core, moving core. All right, let's get it. This one, I think, we'll just get a base build down and then just follow the core on the Jester and DPS everything down manually. I feel like is the way. Or do I do the same thing and spam SAM turrets everywhere again? That might be the strat. Or DSTs. Maybe DSTs would be a better choice. Let's see. Let's throw a bunch of DSTs down. That's probably good. Throw one more there for good measure. Yeah, but it's not going to be enough to kill him since it's only nightmare mode. I don't think, anyway. Like, if it was nightmare survival, then yeah, it would be a real issue. But since it's just campaign nightmare, you know, they're stout enough to take a shot or two. Hopefully. Yeah, no, I'm not quite ready for Ruthless yet. I still don't have a DPS hero that's been upgraded properly. I figure at a minimum I at least got to get resistances before I try to start doing these on Ruthless. Some of them I probably could have just gotten done, to be honest. Even on Ruthless campaign, I don't feel like you would have to really worry about reflex all that much. I think the only difference is I'd throw a golem. I would have thrown a golem there on Ruthless. But I think just the golem would have given it, likely given it enough protection to not sweat it too much. But yeah, I'm just, at this point, I mean, I don't have any of the achievements unlocked yet. So, I mean, the first one that gives you anything is what? Ultimate Defender. I'll get the inventory space. And not be at this 300 and change. I probably should have tried him in Ruthless first, though. To keep from having to go back and do him again. Shadow Shot. Been going good, man. Been going good. I've been having a lot of fun. I think that's the main thing. I'll likely take a little bit of a break next week and play a little PoE when the new league starts. And then I'll definitely be taking a little break when the last Epoch season starts. But yeah, I've been having a good time. Yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna no-brain it this league. Imagine that, huh? And go with an RF Chieftain. RF Chieftain's got a slight buff, and then just the ridiculous quality of life from playing Chieftain with the resists. See, that's another one with only one achievement. Like, it didn't have an insane mode variant. chicken. Now, with chicken, like there's a death counter, I think. You can only die so many times. I'm wondering what the way to go on this one is. Now, this one on Ruthless, I think, could end up being rough. Nine lives remaining. Well, wave one will probably be the worst wave, huh? Feel like some reflect beams on this one might be in order. Like, I'm gonna have to ride it out. You know what? Just in case. Let's do that. And that. I'm gonna get shit on by a Dark Elf Warrior. All right, I think that's probably all we're going to need to get through it. This one is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I don't really remember doing this one back in the day. I do remember doing it in DDA, and in DDA it was quite chaotic when it first launched. Just let it fly here. Of course, it's just a matter of have geared past it. I'm sure this was probably quite treacherous way back when. Yeah, not bad at all. See, there's another one. Only one achievement. All right, Zippy Terror is already done. Ogre Crush is done. Wizardry. Every wizard is invincible except two. Find and defeat them, and then take out the next wizards until they're all destroyed. All right, we swap over. This one I've heard people talk about on Ruthless, saying it was miserable. Right. Can't remember where the chests are. I think DSTs are likely to win the fight here, too. Oh, come on now, really? Where the hell are you? Oh, you're over here. There we go. This one is nothing on Nightmare, it feels like. Or am I speaking too soon? It's like I may be talking out my ass a little here. Hmm. There's a lot of them. And it seems like towers are not killing them. No? Oof. Some reflect beams here would have been nice too. The towers don't feel like they're doing anything. Oh man. Yeah, should have put reflects down. Core is getting beat to shit. Jeez. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think the towers did anything. But it's done, thank God. All we got left is unlikely allies. And that one's just run around and protect the ogre, right? I think that's the only one left. This is recommended hero level 20. Some of these weapons, you know, if you did that, like if you did it at level 20, it'd be such tremendous upgrades. All right, how do we want to do this one? Because he's going to walk around. We're not going to have enough mana to do everything right out of the gates. Yeah, we don't have enough mana to do shit. We'll just kill everything. Damn it, didn't make it. Oh no, is this going to be a problem? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through an ogre with this builder weapon. Yeah, it looks like stuff is dying off. Oh yeah, piece of cake. So do I just go with that? I feel like I can just go with that and then just follow him around. I mean, I only got 2 DU left anyway, so... Yeah, everything's just dying. I mean, besides ogres and Jin, I think everything else is just gonna die in the aura. It's definitely super low level challenge. I mean, it said required level or suggested level 20, you know? God, it makes me wonder what the hell I was waiting on with some of these. I guess I was just tinkering around and having fun is why. But I could have gotten this done long, long, long ago. There we go. There we go. Challenger approaches, and that's complete all challenges on insane difficulty. You think I would have gotten a nightmare achievement there as well. Oh, there it is. Transcendent Challenge Champion. You had to load the tavern first. The old weighted companion cube. Yeah, like getting that weapon at level 20 would be so crazy good, you know? But all right, we have completed the challenge portion. Gunslinger award on all missions. I'm not sure what that one is. We're almost a legendary defender. I mean, there's some grindy things. Like the master strategist. Or wait a minute, that's just using all the DU, right? Oh shit, man. I wish there was a way to look and see which map I don't have it on. Or I guess I can look through manually. Or no, Master Builder is using all the DU. Which one is Master Strategist? Wave 10 on all levels on pure strat, on at least medium difficulty. Yeah, there's a minion only one. Is that Master Strategist? What time are we up to now? 3 o'clock. What do we have left for... We did that one, that one. Pretty sure. Let me look. Servants' quarters. Castle Armory. Hall of Court we've got. Still have to do Throne Room. Oh, I still got to do a bunch of them. I feel like I just do those on Ruthless. To get the unlocks. Wonder what will be quick. Oh, you know what I can do? I can farm I can farm up a better Cupid. So I've got about 30 minutes and I'm going to hop off, which is not enough time to go through a survival. But what I can do is go do a little Cupid farming here. a minute. We need to go over this side. Did that get them all? Yep. Well, you know what? Let's throw down a golem first. I can never find the chests on this one. Shit, I put the golem on the wrong side. Hopefully I don't have any line of sight issues here. God dang it. Oops. Accidentally used 2. That's alright. Alright. I think that is all I gotta do. And we'll just throw a bunch of summoners in here. For that summoner achievement, do you guys know, is it worth going through and setting up another summoner in DPS gear? That way, like, you got your normal... I guess it's probably not worth, huh? You can't use reflect beams. So usually I put the golem down at the lower elevation and then put the clouds and the wisps up at the higher elevation. So they got slightly better line of sight. Yeah, well, Master Strategist, you just do at the same time, I think. I know the real-time strategist is summoner only. And then what you do is you just tower kill the boss. And not DPS the boss. And then you get... What, you get real-time strategist, mythical real-time strategist, and master strategist all at the same time. No, you can't do any hero damage. Or you can't do any damage. It has to be all minion damage. So you can use the golem and you can use minions, but you can't even use a reflect beam. Because like if a projectile reflects and hits an enemy, that counts as you doing the damage. That is if you want to do... You know, I mean, there's no reason to want to split that one up. You know, get the real-time strategist, the mythical real-time strategist, and master strategist all in one run. I didn't tower kill this map. You don't have to. This map, the boss hits like an absolute bitch. So you just stand there and face tank it. It does like trivial amounts of damage. It's a floating cupid. It floats up in the air. So you just stand there and shoot it. And let it hit you. Like, don't even worry about getting hit, because it just doesn't do any damage. I mean, it does damage, but not enough to worry about at all. Master Strategist is to complete the map without doing any hero damage. Right, let's check them out. We got 4 beaters. Boo! Man, actually, look at that one. If it would have only rolled health, that would have been a good one. And that one's got negative on the hero boost. Or that would have been a decent one, too. No upgrades, though. We will put all of those right there. All right, let's try one more try here. Master Strategist is an in-game achievement. The majority of the achievements are in-game and not on Steam. So you can't really look at Steam. Ignore the Steam achievement list. Those will just complete automatically by completing the in-game achievements. I learned that lesson the hard way, sadly. And some of the Steam achievements are not the same as the requirements in-game. So, like, if you go... And like I said, I learned this one the hard way, because I assumed it was Steam achievements on my main account. And when I went through and did them all... I'm like, oh, cool, I got all the Steam achievements. And then I came back and looked, and no, I did not have all the Steam achievements. You know what? I'm just going to go 5 DU because I'm not using that extra DU on the Reflex anyway. That was a valuable lesson learned. And I'm just going to go Pylon. I'm not going to do a Shroom 2. I don't think it's necessary. So I'm just going to go Pylon and Golem. And then yeah, see, this is how I normally do it. And it gives, although it's a very slight difference, it gives a little bit more elevation to the clouds and to the wisps. And you get slightly better line of sight. And I don't even think these reflect beams are needed. But, you know, you can use up the last of the 2 DU. And then all you got to do is upgrade the buff beam. And, I mean, you can run around and get all the mana and upgrade everything else. Of course, nothing wrong with that, but you don't really need to. As long as you get that buff beam up, you're pretty much good to go. That's a Warden defense. It shoots lightning all over the place. So all the lightning go and everything is the clouds, and then the white balls shooting up in the air and then launching out are the wisps. Yeah, the Warden's a character that launched, what, a year ago? Year or two ago? The Warden. That's a Warden. That's the... It was a minimum of a year ago, I think. There's been another new hero already. It was before the Witch. There's been the Gun Witch and the Guardian. I don't know. You can look at Steam. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been out for a while. I don't know exactly when, but it's been a good while. But yeah, there's the Guardian was launched with the Chromatic Defender achievement a few weeks ago. Yeah, DD1 gets a shitload of updates. You got to keep track of it at least monthly, at a minimum, to keep up with everything. It gets an update almost once a week. At least like a hot fix or some sort of a patch. They pump it out, man, for DD1. Warden was August 26, 2025. So yeah, not quite a year yet. You're right. It's right there with the Hermit in the crazy OP tier of things. Yeah, I mean it's the only current monetization. I mean they do those map packs, but the map at $1.99, that's not going to generate anything for you, especially with Steam taking what 25% of that or 40% or whatever it is right off the top. Well, skins don't make money is the thing. DD2 is a very prime example of that. The only games where skins make money is when they have crazy, crazy high dollar stuff like League of Legends or, Path of Exile has those $500 skin packs. Well, it's not that. It's because DD2, the majority of DD's 2 player base are not players that are fans of free-to-play games and the microtransactions. A lot of DD1 players don't like that stuff. DD2 doesn't make anything from skins. It never has. Not a matter of what I think. It's a matter of history. Historically, skins don't generate revenue. Unless it's a game, like I said, unless it's a game that has ridiculously high-priced skins with a crazy large player base. So, like League of Legends, yeah, they kill it on skins. Path of Exile, I'm sure, does really, really well on skins. But they also have stuff that costs $500, you know? What do we got? Nope. Nope. Close, but nope. And nope. That one right there, if it didn't have that negative on the hero boost, that would be usable, especially with those 272 upgrades. Oof. Go ahead and pop out of here. That's not true either, L. The majority of the money that was generated in DD2 over the last, say, 4 years has been the gold bundles. People spending massive amounts of real money. And you can tell when those are and when those people aren't playing the game. When they are playing the game is when those billion gold cosmetics come out. That's where the majority of the money was made for DD2 over the last several years. Of course, the selling mats is definitely a nice chunk. Tell that to somebody who doesn't have any and wants a billion gold and a unlimited credit card. that's willing to spend huge amounts of cash. That's fact. That's not a guess. That's not me guessing. That 100% is where the money comes from, or came from in DD2. I think most of those players are likely gone, though. But anyway, that is going to get it for me for today. I probably had enough time to do one more Cupid farm, but man, I'm just not feeling it. All of these Garbo ones. I've got a usable one now, but of course I would definitely want a better one. Well, I got this guy. The problem with that guy is it didn't roll with ability 2, and that's what I need on it, is ability 2. Handing that to DPS Monk is kind of a joke. Yeah, I just need to put the grind in. You know, I mean, I've only done it probably 5 times, including those 2 I just did. I did it more than that. I've probably done it like 6 times, maybe 7, including the 2 I just did. So, I mean, I just gotta put the grind in. Rename your lovers Cupid. To be replaced. There you go. You have been named. I think the main thing is just, you know, for my clumsy ass is having the heals. But yeah, anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. I'm going to go chill the rest of the day and watch the UFC fights, which they're already running, but the early fights I didn't care too much about. Through achievements, you get your item box gets increased when you get the Ultimate Defender achievement. Then it gets increased again, what, at Chromatic or at Ruthless Defender? I think it's the Ruthless Defender achievement. But if you go over to your core, and it takes a lot to get to them, look through the accomplishments list. Like, the next one for me is Legendary Defender. That won't do anything. But if I do all of these all the way down to here, then my item box will go up to 600. But, like I said, it's a long list. So I got a long way to go still. Well, I mean, it's meant to be a long, you know, it's meant to take a long time. People get to it really quick. Really quick meaning about 200 or so hours. Like, if you play the game, like if you start playing the game, you already know the optimal paths to take, and you're doing it specifically for those. I've heard people say they've gotten to it in about 200 hours. For me, it's probably going to be more like 400 or 500 because I don't want to sit there and just go through the list. I want to play and have fun and do other stuff. So I'll do lots of other things that are not necessarily on that list of accomplishments there. But yeah, anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. Let's take a look and see if anybody is streaming any Dungeon Defenders on Twitch. No one else. Boo. So we got no raids to dish out today. But anyway, thanks a ton, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, y'all.